Good morning, y'all. It's Cody. Cody's Bait and Tackle, Warsaw, Missouri. I'm going to give a little bit of a fishing report here. Going to talk a little bit about our fireworks display that's on July 3rd. Uh, First of all, fishing report. Below the dam, they're still catching crappie really good. A few flathead being caught on swim baits, blue cat, fresh cut shad. There was a few big catfish caught this last week. I'd say a few are starting to come off the nest. As far as white bass and hybrids down there, I'm not hearing a whole lot. I'm hearing a few here and there, just on swim baits, and heard of a couple on spoons, nothing on top water. It's getting to be time that the white bass are going to start on top water a little bit. I've started seeing a bunch of them on Truman. With the lake being back up high, they're busting right up in the bushes. They're busting on them this year's shad hatch. I'm not seeing a whole lot out in the middle of the lake. A lot of them are right along the banks. But when they bust, I mean, it's 15, 20 seconds of busting and then they're gone. I did get on one school that busted, they probably busted 2 hours the other day. We caught a whole bunch of them. Most of them were small, not even big enough to keep, like 10, 12-inch white bass. Hybrids on the lake. Same deal as it was. Didn't do a whole lot of good on artificials this week. Mostly live bait. You got to get in the clear water. Like I said on my last report, them scattered on the mud flats. Some of the humps are holding fish. Some points are holding fish. You just have to find the clear water. And they're not everywhere. You gotta do quite a bit of looking. I'm not really seeing any hybrids bust top water. Mainly just white bass. So as far as catfish on Truman, there's not a whole lot of people catfishing. I do not know what the Osage is doing. I have not been on it because it's a mud hole. Solid mud all the way up that Osage. I do know they're catching crappie up there, though. Even with it being dirty, they're catching crappie pretty good up there. A lot of debris floating in the lake. I mean, whole trees floating in the lake right now. So, I have not been up the Osage. I've been pretty well everywhere else on the lake. But catfish are coming onto the mud flats pretty good. One day they might be up in 15, 20 foot of water. The next day they might be out in 20, 30 foot of water. Yesterday I was fishing 15 to 17 foot of water, kind of right where I was hybrid fishing at. In the time it took us to catch our 16 hybrids, we caught over 70 catfish. So everybody thinks, oh, they're on the nest, they're not going to bite. Most of them eater fish, most of them smaller blues, do not ever go on a nest. I never see them beat up. Just the slots and bigger that I see beat up. I'm sure a few of them do, but not very many. So, get out there, drift them mud flats, fresh cut shad, bluegill, something fresh. You'll catch you a good mess of catfish right now. They're still catching a few catfish drifting on this upper lake of the Ozarks. Sounds like it's pretty spotty on where you're going to hit them and where you're not and what day. Seems like when they kick them turbines up to 5 units, it kind of messes them up pretty good. They don't feed that well. So basically, that's what I've got for a fishing report. The trolling crankbait is still working pretty good. You got to be in the clear water. The dirty water, they cannot see the crankbaits. I keep telling people that, and they still try to go on the Osage or that upper Grand, and that is not going to work for trolling. You have to be in clear water where they can see it good enough to chase it. A lot of them crappie are deep right now on the main lake. Even though your shad are up high, a lot of the crappie I'm seeing are that 15 to 20, 22, 24 foot mark. They're a little bit deep to be catching on crankbaits, but the lake's already starting to drop again right now. So we'll see what happens here this next week. Might be back by the weekend. They might be back up where they was at 12 to 15 foot mark, and it might be really good by then. So I know you can still go and troll and catch limits of crappie in some areas. I did yesterday. I seen a lot of crappie sized fish and white bass that did start going up shallower on the mud flats than what they was. Uh, so that's liable to all be changing again. I'm seeing a lot of the brush piles down on the main lake that are really starting to load up with some crappie. It looks like a lot of smaller crappie, but there's a lot of fish starting to come on them. I've heard on that upper Osage or mid Osage, a lot of them are holding tight to trees, and a few fish just roaming. Upper Grand, I have not talked to anybody that's really been crappie fishing up there. I'm pretty sure Austin's been up there, so Richard Bowling, all them guys have been up there on that upper Grand. So it's still probably a pretty good bite, just normal summer pattern, mud flats, probably chasing roaming fish. So that's all I've got. I have not heard much on a bass report other than you get these cloudy days like today. They do really good on top water, spinner baits, buzz baits, chatter baits, stuff like that. They're running up high. That is all I've got on the fishing side. Now I'm going to jump over to the fireworks. So first of all, I'm going to mention everybody that has donated money to this, helping sponsor this fireworks show. This year we have took in a ton of donations. We've had a lot of individuals donate pretty good to it. Donna's Drive-In. We went and ate there for the frog legs the other night. Real good food. Thursday nights are frog leg night. I think Fridays and Saturdays they got crab legs and shrimp and stuff like that. Pretty good food up there and good people. So, True Spec Exteriors. He's out of Climax Springs. He does roofing, basically anything on the outside of a house. You can look him up. He does really good work. Rocky's Handyman Service. He does a lot of like your metal buildings, your sheds, barn style buildings. Twin Lakes Underground, Garrett Knox. He donated a bunch of pipe for mortar tubes. Gonna mention him there. The Fallen Outdoors. This is like their 3rd or 4th year donating to the fireworks. I want to give Nate a big thanks. I appreciate you guys. Look forward to seeing you guys set up here again. S&S Tree Service. He donated. A lot of you guys that do come in the shop, you see his truck parked down here in the parking lot all the time. He does really good tree work, and he'll work with you on it. Midmo Glass. They're out of Sedalia, but they travel all over. They're down here in Warsaw all the time putting in auto glass. I'm going through individuals here. I'm not going to list all them, but Oops, I Arted in Warsaw donated. Dusty Daisy Trading Post Company in Tightwad donated. Missouri Land Company, Mike Stoner, want to give you a big thanks again. He donated again to it, a couple years in a row for him. Brandon Ward, he's donating his time on the music again. He is going to, think he's going to let Jay DJ from noon on, and then he'll start playing music at 5 when the food starts. And we'll play music till dark. So, Caster's Towing. He's out of Warsaw. He's running out of the Benton County Tire shop here in town, I think. I want to give him a big thanks. Jim Peterson Trailer Repair. You guys that keep track of my Facebook, anytime somebody's having trailer issues, I recommend him. He is awesome. He will do whatever he can to help you get back on the road. If you have wheel bearings go out or something break on your trailer, he is awesome on that. Mike Baker's YouTube videos, he donated again this year. I want to give him a big thanks. A lot of you guys that watch fishing videos on YouTube, look up Mike Baker's videos. He has a ton of good informational videos out there. And he shows what does work and what don't work. He likes to compare different stuff, see which one catches the most fish. Right now he's been putting out a lot of crankbait videos, kind of showing how to troll for crappie and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Look him up. As far as what we have going on right now for the fireworks, we'll have the hibachi ice cream set up. I think we're gonna have a lemonade stand and possibly like some carnival stand put up. I think it had a ducky deal and a ring toss or something like that in it. I'm going to be working that out today, I believe. Or the details on that. Fallen Outdoors is going to set up a booth there. Bobby Hines, You Matter Movement. He is going to set up a booth there, and I do want to mention him too. I did not get him wrote down on here. But he did donate all the buns for the food last year. I do want to give him a big thanks, and he's donating the buns again this year. I'm trying to think of who else was going to set up. I think I got somebody else that was going to set up a booth out here, but I didn't get that one wrote down. But for sure, there will be some different stuff set up. I think the firefighters might have actually been going to set up a booth, or we talked about it. They're trying to raise some money for their training center they've built or building. And they will be here too. I'll talk to them and try to get more details before the event. This year's going to be a little bit different on the way I block off our parking lot. From noon on Saturday, our parking lot, or on Thursday the 3rd, our parking lot's going to be blocked off. The bait shop will be closed for bait shop business. Pretty well. I mean, if people want to park out on the road, they can still come in and get what they need. But being a Thursday, I don't think we'll be selling too many minnows or anything like that. We will have the doors open. We usually sell a ton of hats, shirts, stuff like that day. So we will have the shop open for that, but the parking lot will be shut down. You'll have to park out along the road. Everybody asking where to park. So kind of what I always tell people, Eastwards Lumber parking lot is going to be open. They've got a fireworks tent set up over there. They always keep their gates open over there for that. They let people park over there. That whole parking lot will be full pretty well by 5 or 6 o'clock. If you're wanting food, best thing to do is get parked over there or along the road right here around the shop. I am probably going to block off part of the road right where I shoot off my fireworks, or try to. I'm going to talk to the highway department, see if I can put some cones out there, get no parking signs put up, something like that. This year my show is going to be a little bit wider spread than what it was last year. So I don't really want nobody right there on the road where I'm shooting off my fireworks. But for the people that are wanting food, try to park right here close to the shop, or in Eastwards, walk across the road. We'll be having hot dogs, pulled pork sandwiches, barbecue, got several sides coming in. We'll have a whole bunch of barbecued beans. That's always a really big hit. Loaded barbecue beans. I don't know what all sides are getting donated this year. I know there'll be quite a few. Probably, oh, there's another sponsor that I did not get wrote down. Yoder's Fried Pies. I want to give them a big thanks. They're donating all the fried pies again. This will be their 3rd year doing that. They always go over really good and pretty well all get ate pretty quick. So I want to give them a big thanks. That's really about all I've got. We're going to have a giant... we're not going to do the water slides and the water activities this year just because they make such a mess. We're going to set up a giant, basically gym set, blow up obstacle course is what it is. But it's like 70 foot long. We rented that. I did save some money this year on the fireworks, so I didn't spend as much as what I spent last year. So we took that money, the extra money, rented this obstacle course, see how it goes over. Might end up setting up a couple of the little bounce houses too. I don't know on that yet. We'll have to see how much room we have after the obstacle course is set up. All this stuff will be set up in the grass here beside the shop. So it'll be a little bit different than what it has been, but it will be good. It will be fun for the kids. You know, everything will probably be set up from noon on, except for the music and the food. They're going to start at 5 o'clock. So last year before, we was pretty well done serving food by 7. Then everybody just sat around and listened to music, visited, hung out, just kind of like a big giant picnic. So that's kind of the plans again for this year. I appreciate it, y'all. I'm going to jump off here. Thank you all very much. If anybody else still wants to donate, just come in the shop or get with me or Jessica. We can take your donations. Oh, one other thing I put on Facebook last night. Me and my boy was headed home from the shop last night, and we was talking about it. His little mind, he's 9, his little mind goes 900 mile an hour all the time. Constantly thinking how to do this, how to do that. For some reason, he had the food on his mind. He said, well, how are we gonna charge for the food? Well, we usually have last year we had somebody just standing there at the beginning of the line taking $5 a plate or whatever. Some people donate more than that. Some people just do the $5. Do it however. So I said, that's probably what we'll do again. He said, well, are you going to let all the veterans eat for free? Or are you going to let them have a discounted meal or whatever? So I said, we'll just go on ahead and let them eat for free. I mean, might as well be something different too. We always let the veterans and first responders eat first. So this year they're just going to be free. So that was my boy's idea. We're going to run with it. So make sure you let us know when you come eat. You're going to be in the front of the line. Get your food first. Say you're a veteran or first responder or whatever, we'll do it for both of them. Your food will be free. I appreciate it, y'all. I will try to keep more updates posted on this. I didn't post anything last week because I was supposed to be on vacation. I was in the shop, in and out all week long. But from here on till after the fireworks, for sure, I will be in the shop pretty well daily. Just in between fishing trips, I'll be on the water. So I appreciate it, y'all. Thank you for listening and tuning in. For people that don't know, this fireworks display, it is located straight across the road from East Shores Lumber on 7 Highway. Blue building. I've still had a ton of messages, where's your display at? So I do want to clarify that it is at the bait shop. At least for this year. Next year, it's gotten so big, I'm probably going to have to find somewhere different to shoot my fireworks off. Get them a little bit further away from people. So I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, but I've got a year to plan that. So I appreciate it. Thank you all, and thanks for tuning in again.